y'all. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Belle, and this is the Belle Perspective. And today we're going to be reviewing Ready to Love season 8 or 9, depending on who you ask. Episode 6, Dates and Doubts. But before we get into that, let's get into some housekeeping items first. This is a growing channel, and if you haven't already subscribed, what are you waiting for? Go ahead and hit the subscribe button for me, okay? And as I'm sharing my perspective about the show, I'm just going to ask that you guys get down in the comments and share yours as well. Always open to hear what you have to say. Always gives me a little kiki, okay? And as you do that, we're building community, because that's what this channel is about. We review TV, we review books, we do all kinds of things here on this channel, building community while having a little kiki on the side. And as we build community, check out the Ready to Love, or speaking of community, check out the RTL panel, the Ready to Love panel. We get together every Friday. That's with me, Shayna, Keyra, D, Movie Man. Y'all check us out Fridays at 9:30. This time around is going to be on Miss Keyra Speaks channel at 9:30 Eastern Standard Time. We are going to be reviewing all things Ready to Love. The latest episode is always the latest episode, right? So next Friday will be episode 7. Had a good time last night. Y'all check us out. D in the number, okay, as our resident Harold C. Shout out to Harold C. And Miss Lynette, who was out there, and forgive me, I call everybody Miss because it's out of respect. So Miss Lynette, Miss Joan, Miss Portia, all the women was out there, right? Y'all was there. All the people was there. So shout out to y'all. What else is going on? I think that's all I have for right now. Definitely check us out Fridays, 9:30 Eastern Standard Time, Ready to Love panel. Let's get into this review. Okay. All right, so the women have the power, and Tommy is telling the ladies that they need to keep it real with these men. Lay it all out on the table. Tell them what your doubts are about their relationship and be honest. So, keep calling this girl Ariel. Oh my God, her name is Aries and Phil. Apparently, they real cute and they done got cozy. I don't know where the hell that came from, but okay. I mean, there are so many things on the cutting room floor that I wish they would have put back in so that the story could have been fully told. But whatever, they were cute. They talk on the phone all the time, and they have really great conversations. I'm not understanding why they don't get to go on dates as often as it sounds like they would like to. I don't know what's going on with that. Ready to Love, please explain what that's about. If it's a dating show, why are these people not able to date the people that they actually really want to go on a date with? Sierra and Chris 2.0 goes out. Y'all know Chris 2.0 is the I'm very happy to be here. Still reading from his cue cards. I don't know what Chris 2.0's issue is. Maybe he's just socially awkward. Maybe he just hasn't had a date in a while. I don't know what it is, but he is definitely yikes. Chris 2.0 tells Sierra that he does not have any insecurities. And as soon as he said that, his insecurities started showing. So Sierra talks about how she's into fashion. Chris 2.0 tells her that he's into fashion as well. He was a model at New York Fashion Week. He also spent 2 years in School of Medicine studying to be a chiropractic medicine. He dropped out because it was too hard. So then Sierra brings up the whole Birkin bag situation. Now, y'all get down in the comments and let me know what y'all think about the Birkin bag debate. Okay, the Birkin bag debate, the Birkin bag gate, whatever you want to refer to it as. A woman's expressing that she wants, Louis Prada Gucci, and a man is saying, are you going to be with me for me? What if I can't buy you this Birkin bag? Are you still going to be with me? And that was Chris 2.0's insecurity popping out. Sir, I need you to know and understand that, you know what? I read this real interesting thing, and this is taking me back. It's taking me back. Hold on. Let me read it real quick. It's showing Rick Ross in the club with some girl. Right. It's a hold on. Y'all see, I'm not coming into focus, but y'all get the idea, right? Rick Ross is in the club with some woman who is scantily clad, right? Dressed scantily clad. Nothing wrong with that, but I'm just saying she's dressed in any kind of way. And I'm bringing that up to read this caption. The irony is that men use money to attract women, but hate gold diggers. And women use their bodies to attract men, but hate to be viewed as sex objects. So honestly, we ain't doing much of nothing. Honestly, we not doing much of nothing. I can't stand with me and talk about how they don't like gold diggers, but the first thing they want to do is talk about how much they own and how much money they make, because that's exactly what Chris has been doing. So you mean to tell me, you telling these women you own your own business, you have acres of land, you got all this stuff going on, but then when women ask you for a Birkin bag, oh, you gonna leave me if I can't afford a Birkin bag? Well, sir, you just, and same thing with women. Don't objectify me, but you're using your body to try to get him. Pick one, sis. Pick one, because they come together. If you're gonna lead with that, that's also what it comes with as well. So stick with it, right? Anyway, Chris and Jessica. This is what I want for these women. I want better for these women. I really do, but I can't want more for them than they want for themselves. Let me tell you, if you get to a place in your life, ladies, hear me and hear me well. Actually, people, ladies, gentlemen, non-binary, wherever you fit, okay? Hear me and hear me well. If you get to a place where you're telling somebody, I need you to be more consistent with me in communication, sweetheart, you are already telling yourself subconsciously what the answer really and truly is. Baby, he, she, they, them ain't want you in the first place. And what you're essentially doing is begging for their time and attention. Dear heart, dear love, sweetie pie, queen, sister honey child, sister brother child, whatever you want to call yourself, baby, you already have the answer. It's right in front of you. All right. Chris says that he wants Jessica to, Chris 1.0 says that he wants Jessica to soften up for him a little bit. Now, I ain't gonna lie, Jessica definitely has a little bit of a scowl on her face. I believe it was Lynette who said it. Oh, no, Portia in the panel last night that basically said that Jessica reminds us of Gabrielle Union from Deliver Us from Evil. That's exactly the personality that Jessica gives off. Very straight laced, no bullshit, no games. I want things the way that I want them. This is how it is. No giving it to you straight, no chaser. That is her personality. If you can't handle that, sir, ain't no reason for you to be telling her she need to soften up. This is who she is. Take it or leave it. Again, not a pair, not a match. Quiet as it's kept. I think Chris got mommy issues anyway. And so I think he likes domineering women, but he also wants to be able to curb that as well. And it just doesn't work that way. Marvin and Kat, again, actually, no, it wasn't. We actually pointed this out. Marvin had some scars on his knees that look fresh, look like maybe some welt marks or something. Whatever the hell Marvin into, God, whatever the hell he into. Okay. So the women are concerned that Marvin is not actually really interested in having a monogamous relationship. At first, I was kind of like, where do y'all get that from? Because BDSM doesn't mean non-monogamy. It just means BDSM. But I guess maybe Marvin has alluded to polyamory and polyamorous relationships, or polygamy is what I meant to say, and those type of relationships. I I don't know. I don't know, but what I do know is that Marvin is telling what these women what they want to hear, and I'm so glad that we have a group of women that are much smarter to see that. I don't know how got edited to them talking about Power Rangers and dressing up like Power Rangers. I'm gonna leave that there because I don't want to judge. So not too much on judgment there, but let me tell you something. Yeah, no, Marvin. It's a no for me. Keyra and Herbert. Again, if you're having to tell a man that he needs to be more consistent in communication, dear love, sister, honey, child, you already have the answer right there. Kira invites Herbert over to the house. Kira is absolutely a girl with dogs, or a dog. She is that girl. She is a girl with the dog who does not know how to sit down. That dog will jump up on you. That dog will jump up on your food. I know good and damn well that dog be in that kitchen, in her bed, on her sofa. That dog be every which way that my grandma personally would have been like, oh no, we can't go to her house because it ain't clean over there. That's what my grandma would say, not me. All right. All right, taking up with my grandma. Anyway, Herbie, she asked Herbie to do a dance for her, do a dance with her on TikTok. I guess that's fun to her. Put some strange man on your social media page. I guess. Herb in the confessional was like, I don't even know this woman. You're absolutely right. Absolutely right. I don't know what Keyra was going through. She was like, I want to know if I'm in your top. Sir, ma'am, clearly you're not if you're begging him to call. Let's move on. We get on, we see a date with Janelle and Quentin. Honestly, my overall thoughts of this episode, these men do not like any of these women. Quentin does not like Janelle. I think he's just putting on. Honestly, this is my honest thought, and I didn't get to share this on the panel. I don't know why. I don't know why. I was probably just tired and couldn't focus. But um, Quentin, I think, goes after Janelle because most of the men like Janelle. Quentin is a very competitive man to me personally. I think he's a very competitive man. And he seems like he's kind of one of those guys that are like, okay, I want what all the other men want, right? If that makes sense. And if she's the one that all the men like, let me go after her. Here's why I think that he don't really too much care for her. Janelle told us in the first episode during the mixer that she was adopted. Why the hell Quentin know Janelle wasn't adopted? So if y'all talking like y'all do, you like her and you, ooh, she just child, she the milk to your shake, boo. Like she just doing the thing. She just doing it for you. If she is all of that, how the hell you don't know she adopted? Baby, Janelle telling everybody who will listen that she's adopted and she wants to adopt. How the hell you don't know that? Number two, how the hell y'all just going out on this date one on one? What is going on over there? I'm not here for it. Quentin is putting it on. Yeah, girl. All right, I see you, girl. All right. Dear, please. Quentin, you're not fooling nobody. Okay, so Keyra and Marie again, the whole black culture situation. What I still don't understand is what was said specifically about black culture and Keyra not liking black culture. She brings up the whole I have a black dad, I have a black brother. What does that, ma'am? That's the equivalent of white people saying I got a black friend. Girl, I really need her to understand that one, how can you take issue with somebody saying that they think that you have issue with black culture, but on the other hand, you accuse Quentin of dating white women. Again, we can speculate, which is not a problem, but you speculate privately. You speculate with your friends quietly. You do not take that to the person you speculating about directly and then basically interrogate them as if you're the FBI on race relations and who they date. Like, girl, no. So for you to have the rhetoric of, oh, I'm the closest thing to white here. Most of my friends are white. Girl, that's not a badge of honor. I don't know what you're trying to perpetuate here. And then Jessica later on in the deliberations mentioned that Keyra says that she likes black, but not too black, right? What are you saying, Keyra? This is why people are calling it into question. There is no such thing as being too black. There is no such thing as, I'm the closest thing to white here. First of all, you are a dark skinned chocolate woman. You do not look in any way, shape, or form close to anything white, black, white, bright, damn near white. It's not you, sis. But because you think you speak properly, which is again elitist and child, I'm not too much on Keyra because I don't have time for her. She is full of shit to me. All right. What else? Lee and Marvin. Child, I'm not about to even fool with Lee. Y'all, I already told you she look like Snuffleupagus to me. Beautiful girl. She's still beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous girl. She's just very boring. Like, yeah. Production had to put that together. There's no other way. We get to deliberations. Lee in his red dress, baby. Yes, girl. Lee is beautiful, but she boring. So can't keep a conversation. Baby, her conversation sandpaper. Okay. Tops, Herbie. I don't know why the hell. Herbie don't like nobody on this show. He really doesn't. What else? Keyra is delusional. I think she's also in competition with Janelle. They mentioned all the bottoms. 2.0, Chris, the doctor model, whatever. They talk about Marvin being a stag. What? It just get worse and worse. Janelle, Kira, and Jessica get into it again. I think that three of y'all is immature, especially Keyra and Janelle. Now, y'all already know I like Janelle, but I know she ain't shit. She really isn't. She really is not shit. She's immature and she really does need to grow the fuck up. She really does. But a broken clock is right twice a day. Okay. So Janelle be right at least twice a day. I'll tell you that. All right. So when she was getting Kira together and calling out the fact that she was saying that Quentin likes white women and perpetuating that rumor, which may or may not be true. We don't know, but it's still not her call to make. It's still not her call to make or to perpetuate. I was here for Janelle. Again, a broken clock is right twice a day. Eliminations. Tommy says that he wants two of the men to go home, which again, we better be sending two of the women home next week, Tommy, or I'm gonna have an issue with this, because what I don't want is women fighting over some raggedy ass man. If it turns out four women are fighting over Herbert, I'm gonna talk about this show like a dog. I'm telling you that right now. If it's 4 or 5 women fighting over one man, girl, I better not try that. Ooh. So they take out Marier, Chris 2.0, and Marvin. So those are the 3 guys. 2 of them go home. I tweeted out my predictions. I was right. I said Marvin and Chris 2.0 were going home. Marier is going to stay. So that's exactly what happened. But I will tell you, as the conversations were going, Marvin and Chris 2.0 were extremely defensive and all in their feelings. And I guess I get it, but let's be real. You didn't like none of these women. You didn't really want to be here. You just wanted to make it to the end. Honest. Be honest. Okay, y'all, I ain't gonna lie to you. Christopher 2.0, Chris 2.0. I thought, how do I say this? How do I say this without being rude? Don't want to be rude, but you know how you can tell somebody something and they don't fully comprehend it, right? Like, close the door. 2 minutes go by, the door ain't closed, and they just still sitting there, and you like, hey, can you close the door? Oh, you said close the door. I didn't even know that. I closed the door. Christopher seemed like one of the type of people you have to tell him 2 or 3 times that he got eliminated because he didn't understand the first time. Like, I could see Christopher just. I thought Christopher wasn't gonna get it the first time. That's just the last thing that's all I'm gonna say. I ain't gonna say nothing else about Christopher. Not that he dumb or anything like that. I just didn't think that he was going. As Christopher 2.0 is being eliminated in the confessional, he has an opportunity to talk about and reflect what he learned and his takeaways. And he said, of a woman over here telling me about Birkin bags, and she rolled up in an Uber. I ain't gonna lie, I BOL'd. BOL'd. But also, we catch Ubers all the time. Especially when you in the city, catch Ubers all the time. So that doesn't necessarily, point out any type of socioeconomic status or anything like that. An Uber is an Uber. Now, if you drive in an Uber, that may be a different. Actually, that's not either, because it might be just a side hustle, right? You might be retired and you're just doing it to meet people. So that's not really a telling of what. So anyway, y'all get down in the comments. Let me know. I do think that this episode was mediocre. Give it probably like a 5. It wasn't all that. I was kind of bored and thankful that the episode was over. But I was looking forward to the panel again. Friday nights, 9:30. Miss Keyra Speaks channel. Don't forget, Ready to Love panel. What else is going on? Y'all get down in the comments. Tell me what y'all think. Yeah, and that's that on that. Yeah. Subscribe to the channel. Support Black women. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.